Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime,
Chicago Bears.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
What we saw last week, Mike, was just a quarterback that was taking what the defense gave him and just playing a really well-rounded game. And he found the end zone a total of 3 times. Twice on the ground, once through the air. But most importantly, he avoided those back-breaking mistakes that could have come back to haunt him. If he continues to play at that level, it's going to be a hard team to beat on any given day.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Back to throw.
And 2.
That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Ball on the 39, here's 2nd down and 7. Now, faking the give. That is hot downfield by Odunze. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A give. Here's Benson. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer. Everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay 1 step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That's complete. Jermaine Burton. And he's going to be marked out up around the 33.
11 more yards. That's another Bengals 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now a run on 1st down. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings
Back
up
to the ground. He'll get it again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
The Bears offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for a Bears.
Off the play pass. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Brings up second and 17 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Taken in, it's Trey Benson. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Third and 5.
They'll look to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. So that'll bring up fourth down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to get going on their second possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up first and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got a man. It's Walker. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. An 8-yard pickup.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll try again here, second and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. They'll look to set up the screen here. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence.
Third and long.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Burrow to throw. Oh, a loose football. The Bears have it.
Burrow on the keeper. A fumble on the leg. Recovered by the Bears.
action. He'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Bears in possession, here to start the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29, as we are ready to get back underway. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. There's a short one caught by Fryman. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Benson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line.
They'll break the huddle.
It's a gain of 5.
It's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Off he goes. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Next score, Bears 7, Bengals nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. He's been the man that makes this offense go. Currently number 2 in the NFL in terms of receptions for a wideout. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd down, Burrow. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Burrow now. That is caught. He finds Walker.
It's a gain of
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 2nd and 11. Now, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Good for Bengals. First down.
It's first down, and they'll run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
They'll stick with him again.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
3rd, they need 8. Now, Burrow. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 41 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board. It's 7-3. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. offense. Ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Watch the back, watch the back.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now, faking the give. They'll work this out wide to Benson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down.
That's another Bears first down.
They'll run here with Benson. The flag is down. It's a gain of a yard.
Illegal blocking the ball.
But let's check the call. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 14.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
14-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bears.
Benson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Look to the end zone and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown Bears. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
The kick is good.
And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's caught left side by Burton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A huge play there for the Bengals 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, it could be in for a long day.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
That's another.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's a run. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
The 6-yard line.
Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. Good blocking, and he's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He's on for the 2nd time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. Whoa! And some nifty running on the return. He's got some good yardage before he was taken down. On 1st down, Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And the numbers will show he's been one of the top quarterbacks in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yards.
Number 32, the ball carrier.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action for Burrow. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
To the ground, a first down run. He'll push forward for about a yard. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Cameron Bynum on the coverage.
Burrow. He'll go left side here and complete this one. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second
now
and
Burrow
8.
on the bootleg.
Bears 33.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And
Now Burrow. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And a Bengal first down.
Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Right back to Chase. He's got it again. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's second and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. What a move! He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Smith taken down back at the 23-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it
out of the gun. He'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Calvin
The Bears
Austin.
sending out their punt team.
It's 4th down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Here's Brown. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. Plus the 29. Here's second down and 7. Burrow to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Cincinnati.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. After the catch. He gets that forward for a gain of 9.
yards on the pickup. It's second
down. Burrow.
At the 46.
The throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for a Bengals.
Here's first and 10.
Down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
Another Bengals first down.
To throw is Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
19-yard line.
Now second down throw for Burrow. He'll step up and run. And he'll get down and avoid the hit and gain about 7, setting up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Throwing is Burrow. Quick throw, taken in, and he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
Field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Again, it's Benson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Big play coming up. This is third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Bears.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 more yards. That's another Bears first down.
They'll look to throw. That's to Odunze again. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third
He'll look
and
to throw.
6.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
A gain of
17 yards that time from number 17.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. A give. Here's Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Second and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Nolan Smith. Brought down back at the 14th.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's in. Roll, Ogunze. Touchdown, Chicago. That his second TD catch of the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Ball start, offense.
His drive will start on the ground.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
It's third down and 12.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That one taken in by Burton. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First down.
To throw is Burrow. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Going right, it's taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
For a Bengals first down.
Up the middle they go. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
A carry here for Brown. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 7.
Now, Burrow. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of
It's a
downs.
gain of 11. That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Brown. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Another try, second and 10.
At the 25-yard
Burrow.
line.
This one complete, right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
7 yards. And it's third down.
They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Complete to Jamar
And
Chase.
he's in.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase.
The
Touchdown,
Bengals will line
Cincinnati.
up for the 2-point conversion.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That pass might have even lost a yard there.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Yards. That's good for a Bears.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
And a yard.
They'll run. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Bears.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throw away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 10 brings up 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. What a huge play. 4th and goal.
An 8-yard loss. It's 4th and goal.
Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory. Burrow takes a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.